welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. This is Mr. Lunsford, and I am glad you joined me this evening. Tonight's homework is for the evening of March 6th, 2018, and we're looking at volume, specifically cylinders. Let's get started. Alright, so starting with number 3, we have here a cylinder. And a cylinder is basically a circle that has a three-dimensional aspect to it. It's not just a flat circle, it also has a height. So this looks like a hockey puck, but you got to think of it as a gigantic hockey puck. Okay, so how are we going to attack this? Well, first, let's find the base. The base, of course, is a circle, and we have a radius that's already been identified for us. That's the area of the base, and we know that the height is 5 yards. So our radius is 9, and if you look at pi, 3.1415, in class we're only going to use 3.14, but you'll find out that your answers for volume will change based on exactly what you use for pi. So if you use 3.14, you're going to get a certain answer. If you use 3.1415, your answer will be very, very close, but it might not be exactly the same. It might be a few tenths of a point away from your original answer. So the more specific you get with pi, the more specific your answer gets. So for this particular problem, we're going to use 3.1415. And our units here are yards. And the height, of course, is 5, and that's the second half of the volume formula. Okay, so now we have all the pieces we need. We just need to work through the math. So the volume is pi times radius squared, the area of a circle, times height. The volume is 3.1415 times 9 squared times 5. Now the volume is 3.1415 times 81, which is 9 squared. And that's 254.46 times 5. The volume is 1,272.3 yards cubed. And that's our final answer for number 3. Moving on to number 4, we have here a cylinder that's been tipped onto its side. Now we see this all the time. If you're looking at an old soda can or something like that on the ground, that's a cylinder that's been tipped onto its side. And right here, the height is going to be that length that's parallel to the ground. That 40 centimeters is our height. And let's look at our pieces. First, we have a circle, and the diameter has been given this time. So the area is still pi times radius squared, but we have to do one more thing before we can find the radius. So what is that step that we have to take? Well, we start with the diameter, which is 25 centimeters, and we multiply that diameter by 0.5. And if you multiply any number by 5/10, that's the same as dividing it in half. So 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. So our radius is 12.5 centimeters. Now we can move forward. Pi again is going to be 3.1415, and our units are centimeters. So our volume here, our height is 40 centimeters. Even though that's on its side, that's still the height. Once you've identified the shape of your base, the rest of it is the height of the figure. So let's go on and solve this. The volume is pi times radius squared times height, and it's 3.1415 times 12.5 squared times 40. And that becomes 3.1415 times 156.25 times 40. And the volume, the step before our final answer, 490.86 times 40. And our final answer is 19,634.4 centimeters cubed. And that's it for number 4. Y'all take care, and remember, math is not just about numbers. It's all about the relationships that surround us every day. Have a good one.